What I am here to talk about is a little bit of the examination of yourself as a leader in your organization, in your own personal life. Talk about what you stand for, how you articulate that, and how you want to lead, and committing it to paper in a very simple way. Leadership is about setting direction and influencing people to do things they ordinarily might not. Right? There's a big difference. And as we look at leadership, there's 4 elements of it that I'm going to cover today. Leading yourself, leading the thinking, leading your people, and leading a balanced life. Right? What's your internal motivation? Why do you go to work every day? We asked a bunch of people. Guess what? It's not the money, and it's not you, the boss. Sorry to burst your bubble. They're not coming to see you. They're coming to see their coworkers. They're coming to be challenged. They're coming to grow. That's why people go to work. That's what excites them, the opportunity to grow, to be challenged. Why do they go to work? Why are they excited? Why are you excited? I know why I'm excited. If you haven't figured out, this stuff is my flow. I don't work anymore. I love this. This is fun for me. Okay? Why do you go to work? What are you excited about? And when we talk about maxims, we ask people to articulate it in a single sentence, a pithy little statement. Okay? One of the things that I like to say is, I don't live to work, I work to live. That's a maxim for me. Now let's start talking about how you move down that path. You said, this one I'm excited about, that's where I'm going. How are you going to get there? Because there are rules of the road that you're going to implicitly have for yourself. We're advocating that you make them explicit. Another favorite of mine is, what would Nana say? That is my Nana. Okay, she used to be this tall, now she's this tall. She's 92 now. What would Nana say if she saw me doing this action in my business dealings, in my personal life? What would Nana say about that? Would she be cool with it? It's a great litmus test. And there have been times where, hey, what would Nana say? Ooh, yeah, we're not doing that. And it's a maxim for me. It's really simple. It's really straightforward. But talk about setting a direction, really simply. What are you going to use to set your compass and say, this is how I'm moving down my professional path? What's that phrase that you use as a check for yourself? What's that phrase that you can set an expectation for your team with? Letting your team know, everything you do, I want to be able to say, what would my Nana say about that? And she has to be cool with it. It's pretty clarifying for your team. Now, inspiring yourself. Again, still leading yourself. You're going to fall down. You're going to get kicked in the teeth, and then they're going to kick you in the shins, and then they're going to stomp on your head, and then blow dust on you. It happens to all of us. We will hit tough times in our careers. Some of us are going through it right now. How do you get back up? And how do you hold yourself accountable for getting back up? I don't like the whole, woe is me, the world happened to me. One of my favorites, and I picked this one up actually in 8th grade. Man is not made for defeat. A man can be destroyed, but not defeated. You're not going to defeat me. You have to destroy me to make me. It's like the Terminator. Just keeps getting back up. When things are really tough for me, that one comes out. Let's lead the thinking. Let's look beyond where we are today. First, you have to set the course. We talked during strategic planning about the vision and the mission and where we're going. You have to set that course for your team and articulate the rules of the road. This is how we as an organization are going to move forward. Something that I've heard, is this right for the customer? It's a great thing that you can, a great comment you can pass on to the frontline associates. Is this right for the customer? No. Then why are we doing it? Go back, look at your vision statement, your missions for your teams. And throw that litmus test on it. Is it a bunch of buzzwords, or have you created something that will resonate for your people? Are they excited to go there? Do they care? Have you pushed their individual buttons around challenge? It needs to be in your vision statement. You manage things, you lead people. We get the two confused a lot, right? That individual's a manager. Well, what do? Well, they're managing that team. Well, that means they're telling people, you be at this meeting and do this task. They're not leading. They're not inspiring. They're not developing people. What motivates your people as individuals? What are their own personal buttons? Not yours, theirs. Why do they show up every day? What do they really care about? First one's easy. 2 ears, 1 mouth. There's a reason. Translation, shut up and listen. Just for a moment, just shut your mouth. And actually, while you're shutting your mouth, breathe. Do some breathing exercises. Let's combine the two. Let's integrate. Just shut up for a minute and you'll actually learn something from your people. Ask them, what do they care about as individuals? How well do you know your people? I bet not as well as you think. Go talk to them. You'd be a little bit surprised of what they're into, what motivates them, what they care about, what their concerns are, and how you as a leader can alleviate them. How are you going to remind yourself to respond to their individual needs? How are you going to know it's time to go home? What's the box that you draw time-wise? And I know it's, well, tell everybody to go home at 6 p.m. That may be yours, though. A couple people today have told me. One guy said, I got to go. I'm going to miss your presentation because my son's got a soccer game. Absolutely the right decision. I'll see you later. Thanks for coming. He's defined his box. How are you defining yours? Have you defined it? If you haven't, that's why your world is getting filled up so much. The Maxims approach, it's about going through this series of questions and just writing down 1 or 2 things that mean a lot to you as an individual, and then trying to live them and modify them over time as you need.